Hello, welcome again to a Thrift Finds video, an update of music. I have some vinyl and a pretty big stack of CDs. So let's get started with wishing everybody a happy new year. Let's start with that. Um, these are my first finds of the new year, some still of the old year, but it is what it is. It's pretty. It's okay at the thrift store, I guess. For vinyl, it's not so much okay, but CD wise, I managed to find some interesting stuff. Um, let's start. I have a couple of 7-inch records. Um, a lot of them are from labels that I kind of collect, like this one. This is Sweetness with Memory, which is actually the theme from the musical Cats, and that's terrible. It's on, oh, where is it? There, the Ram's Horn label. I'm going to show it here. See, the Ram's Horn label. It's a Dutch label that basically bought the rights to various smaller labels outside of the Netherlands. This, I think, might be a Dutch production. I don't know. Could be. Anyway, this is from 1983, and like I said, it's not that good. So even if I collect labels like this, I don't know if I'm going to keep this. This is a lot more interesting. This is Climax with Sexy from 1986 on the amazing Solar label. It's credited here as Constellation Records. Anyway, it's co-produced by George Clinton. It's what is it? It's sort of a disco boogie thing from the 80s, and pretty good. I like it. Then this is another one that I'm like on the fence of. I'm on the fence of this one. Central Line with Nature Boy, which is it's a classic track. If you hear it, I think it was also in the Moulin Rouge soundtrack for the movie Moulin Rouge. Again, not that great, but Central Line, I had found a 12-inch a year and a half ago, I guess, and I really loved that. It was funky, it was good. This is not so. It's interesting. We're talking 1983 here as well. But yeah, it's interesting. That's all it is. Another label that I collect is the High Fashion label. This is the duo MDMC, which stands for Modern Danceable Music Company. There it is. The track is called Love Life, and it's okay. It's okay. It's produced by a Dutch DJ called Ben Liebrand, and we're talking 1985 here. This is okay. I might keep this. Onto the LPs. This is the last one I found. I found this most recently. Not today, because I went to a thrift store today as well, but they didn't have any good vinyl. But I found this in the new year. This is a compilation album, and it's called I don't know. I don't know what it's called. This is basically from a Dutch label called Imperial, and they combined different acts from that label. And it's a Dutch label. Ah, God, the sun is really distracting me. I'm gonna put the shades down. One minute. Much better. Anyway, this is from a Dutch label that had a lot of beat music from the 60s. On here we have the Cats, the Buffoons, Gloria Brainbox, which features Jan Akkerman of Focus, Wallace Collection, Left Side, and that's about it. Collectible kind of, I guess, for the Brainbox tracks. There's two of them. Baby, What You Want Me to Do, and Dark Rose. And Dark Rose, if you want to check out something by Brainbox, check out Dark Rose. Really good blues rock. And I am really happy with this compilation, even though it's not the greatest quality. Another compilation is this one. This is Underdog on the Areola label. What you get here, what says it here? You get Perret. Yes, James Lloyd, The Equals, Little Richard, Giorgio, which is actually Giorgio Moroder, but his bubblegum period. A group called Mushroom, Wilson Pickett, Telephone, Liquid Smoke, Missing Link, Mitch Ryder, and Apocalypse. And I picked it up because it has a dog on it. Underdog. So those are my vinyl finds. On to the CDs. The first two are by one group that I never really took any notice of. I knew them, of course, because who didn't? But I basically took notice of them thanks to a documentary on, I think it's called Max everywhere in the world, except here in the Netherlands. Here it's still called HBO Max. Has to do with the name Max being licensed here. So they couldn't use Max. They had to keep HBO Max. Anyway, there was a documentary on there called Yacht Rock, which I watched and I really enjoyed it. And this group was mentioned as well. And we're talking Toto. Toto, this is Seventh One from 1988. And I had to give it a shot, you know. It's yacht rock, apparently. And I kind of like yacht rock, so. But this album is very mediocre. It has a couple of standout tracks like Pamela, Stop Loving You, Mushanga is really good, but the rest is kind of like, mwah. So 7-1, not really good entry into the yacht rock genre, I guess. Then I also picked up this one. This is Past to Present, 1977 to 1990, which has all the hits, like Africa, Hold the Line, Roseanne, Stop Loving You as well, Pamela. So I'm more intrigued with this record than I am with the other Toto one. But that's Toto. Also picked up Warren Zevon, Excitable Boy. I had this on vinyl, didn't really care for it that much, but now I have it digitally on CD. And I'll eventually digitize this and sell the CD probably. Then an EP by Clem Snide. This is called A Beautiful EP. It's 7 tracks. It also has a bonus video, but I'm not going to watch that. I really don't know. They're a band. They're not an artist. They're not a person. But it's sort of I think Americana, singer-songwriter, indie rock. I don't know. I'll give it a shot. Some fusion. This is Steps Ahead with the album Modern Times. This came out in 1984 on Elektra. This is the release on Elektra Musician. It's funky, apparently, because it's got the jazz funk label on it. I have another record by Steps Ahead, which is okay. It's not the greatest crossover, but Then we have Tina Riwen, North African blues group, I guess. They play blues, but it's from North Africa. Um, this is the Radio Tisdas sessions, and I really like this. You know, it's different. So I had to pick that up. Then I also picked up this one. This is Billy Preston and Billy's Bag. I think it's a compilation of his early to mid 60s work. His soul tracks, I guess. So I had to give this a shot because I love Billy Preston. Then we have Lele with Vlage. There's a download for the track Skinny Jeans. I know that song a lot. I really love that. It's not on here. So I don't know where you can download. You can download it from MySpace. Good. Thank you very much. It's a fold-out sleeve. CD is there. It's sort of French-inspired electro danceable music from 2006. Lele. Then I picked up this one. This is Fat Music Volume 4, Live in the Fat Lane, which is a compilation for the Fat Records label, which is Fat Mike of No Effects, his label. They are on here, as are the Ataris, Lagwagon, Mad Caddies, No Use for a Name, Sick of It All, blah, 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 blah. There's a whole bunch of punk on here. And this is from the maybe late 90s? Early 2000? No, late 90s. So I'm going to enjoy that because I love that genre and that period. Then the Dead 60s, self-titled album from 2006. Yeah, British group, sort of post-punky. They had a small hit with Riot Radio, which is on here. It's okay. It's pretty decent. I enjoyed it. This was a lot more interesting. Beat, Bluff and Brani, Dutch compilation of beat music from the 60s. So you got 16 tracks. You got Q65. You got Wally Talks, QB and the Blizzards, Earth and Fire, who else? Golden Earring. Those are the names that might ring a bell, but there's a whole lot of other groups and artists on here. So, yeah, had to pick that up. Then, this is The Bled. Wait a minute. The Bled. With an album called Heat Fetish. And this is, I believe, punk rock. Maybe emo. I don't know. But the sleeve looked interesting. It has this interesting jewel case. That's all I have to tell you. I don't know anything about this group. The Bled. Then another artist, another group I don't know much about, and actually nothing. This is Warm Wires. And the album is called Severe Comfort. I really, really love the artwork. And it's on a label called Brinkman Records, which is basically a label out of a town called Nijmegen. And it's part of a record label or record store called De Waagschaal. And they did a lot of indie stuff, indie music. So I am thinking this is indie. Now that's everything I had previously. This is what I picked up today. House Martins, People Who Grinned Themselves to Death. Have it on vinyl. I just wanted a copy on CD so I could digitize it and have it on my phone or wherever in the car. Really love the House Martins. This was a cool find as well. Bill Fay, Life is People. This is from 2012 on Dead Oceans. It's got a pretty thick booklet, and the CD is in here as well. There you are. Singer-songwriter, I believe. Yeah, had to pick this up. Really interested in that one. Then I picked up this 2-for-1. Graham Parsons, GP, and Grievous Angel. My English not very good. It's good enough, I guess. But Graham Parsons, had to pick this CD up. This was intriguing. Mo Beats. It's a German compilation, hip hop quarterly. I think it's for a magazine, but I'm not too sure about that. But it has Tupac, it has Dr. Dre, it has MC Lyte, Naughty by Nature, House of Pain. But it also has lesser artists like Messengers of Funk, Sister Nancy, Knuckleheads, Lieutenant Stitchy, Louis Rankin, Cam, and K7. So I'm more intrigued to hear those. Another CD that I picked up that I have on vinyl, but I just wanted a copy. It's this one. This is Doe Maar, Doris Day and Andere Stukken. I don't know if I already have this on CD. I don't know. But this is a Dutch group. They were big in the 80s, like huge. Ska, reggae, pop, mixed together, and classic. And the last one I have is the Geraldine Vibers. The album is called Butch, and I don't know anything about it. It's from 1997. It sounded interesting. It looked interesting. There's a booklet glued to, the gatefold, and that's it. That's all I know. It's from 1997. It looks indie. Might be something totally different. But that's it. Thank you for watching. Leave some comments if you want, and feel free to subscribe if you want as well. And hopefully 2025 will be me uploading videos quicker, because I don't really do that, do I? Anyway, thank you for watching. See you next time. Bye-bye.